Hi, Pisces. This is your reading for January, February 2024. This is great if you are Pisces placements, if you have 12th house placements, if your chart is run by Jupiter or Neptune, which means you could also be like maybe Sag rising and it resonates, or if you just feel like you're vibing with it and it resonates, or if you're cross-watching. I used to do a lot more cross-watching than I have done lately. But anyway, so I hope that this reading just helps you have aha moments and helps you to like go someplace within yourself that makes you feel more trusting of your gut, because Pisces have incredible intuition and sometimes not enough trust in themselves. I talk about it in the Pisces. Go watch the Pisces reading from last Sunday. Okay. So the first one out is the hangman. Lots of major arcana in the water signs today. Then we have the 5 of cups. Something is on hold while somebody is grieving something. Strength. And the 10 of swords in reverse. Okay. Let's start with these. So we have this. I'm using the Herb Crafters Tarot too, which is just a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. I'm trying to find the. Is this it? This was a gift from a special person, but this is it. I love this deck, but this handbook is very interesting. While creating my own deck right now, I'm really struggling. Like, do I want a handbook? Do people even read the handbooks? Give me feedback on that. So this is the Herb Crafters Tarot, and it's burdock root, which I actually have in my little apothecary in my kitchen because it's great for a lot of things. But when we have the hangman, there is a universal delay or an epiphany, like a guide driven delay. Like our guides are our own sense of hold up. But often it feels like a universal, we're in flux. I feel a lot for you, Pisces. Like you may be taking this hold up personal when you shouldn't. Then we have the 5 of cups. I'm going to get back into what I just said in a minute. But we have the 5 of cups, and this is golden seal. Grows like wildfire. And that's sometimes how grief or grieving can feel. Like we feel like we're over it, and then we see one little thing, and then it's like kudzu all over the place. And everywhere we look is that person. Everywhere we look is our questioning, could we have handled that different? And then we have strength and the 10 of swords. Pisces, this feels like somebody you may be saying, I'm totally over that. But their name is still coming out of your mouth. The thoughts are still going there. There might still be, sometimes grieving is shown as anger. You know, we really know when we're kind of over a person or over a situation or process it when we don't feel as much pain. I always say, as a fellow water sign Pisces, that if I've stopped crying for you, if I've stopped grieving you, it's probably going to be a hard no at the the passing through again. And if I've stopped crying and if I've stopped, and I think this is true of all water signs, Once that switch is on, I've processed it. Not that switch is on off, because we can turn the switch on off, but not really have processed it. Just be like, I don't mess with them. I don't trust them. I don't this, I don't that, right? But that MFer couldn't pay me, right? I mean, it's all come out of my mouth. I almost said one of the things I used to say, but I think I won't. If you really want to know, you can ask me in the comments, but I don't think I'm going to say it here. Like, I would rather have a blank with a blank than but sometimes it's still coming out of like that little bit of fire, that when you still have enough, like if you're like, yeah, no, I'm good, I wish them well, and you really mean it, and you're in that vibration, that's when it's processed. And I think you can say that right now. I think you're being strong. And what I think that you're holding on to is not that you want them back. You really don't want the friend back, the lover back, the relationship back, the job back, whatever it is. I don't think you want it back. You certainly don't want it back the way it was. But I feel with this that part of your release is waiting for them to say, I was wrong. You're the biggest mistake. You were the one that got away. Biggest mistake I ever made was being a shitty friend, being, sometimes we get those moments. I've gotten those moments, you know. And then I realized that I was giving away so much power waiting for somebody else to say, I was wrong, or I'm going to stick up for her. That's not right. And there's a lot of this going on where I feel like you're still grieving this because it's taking you back to another situation where people should have your back and they don't. And it's like the last lingering thing. Like, why is no one speaking up for you? Why is no one saying, by the way, you're right, that person was, you know, they are working out of their wounds. They are not okay. Whatever it is, Pisces. I do feel like this is, for some of you, this is even an old relationship. Now, whether you have a fear of getting burned, we really need to, let's get this clarified. Whether it's a fear of getting burnt again by someone like you, by someone like them, or you just really feel like you're owed an apology and that's not right. But staying in the energy of this 10 of swords, that's painful. It could be like this, where you're leaving that energy, but there's a holdup. Get the hangman and the holdup on the 10 of swords with a grieving card and a strength card. Let's clarify this. I mean, I could just simplify this whole reading and say, like, please don't wait for some, and it might not even be the apology from them. It just, I feel like there's a sense of being done wrong here. And there might be an F them, but that F them comes out of still holding. Even if it's not an attachment to them or what you had or the relationship or the love or the care or the friendship or whatever it was, it could be just out of it. It could be out of a sense of justice. I feel like that's the card missing. It's deeper than this one person, this one relationship. On the strength, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful card. That is picking the fruits of your labors. You know what you deserve. You've done a big masterclass for yourself on self-worth, which I love, 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 love for Pisces and Pisceans and 12th house energies. Love it for you. You know what you're worth now. Nine of Pentacles. And you know you can build it. It'll burn down. You'll build it again. That's you. You're good. There's not really, so there's no codependency here. I want you to hear me when I'm saying, like, I don't think that you feel like, what am I going to do without this person? I'll never find this again. That's not this. That is not this. This is a little bit of anger because what happened shouldn't happen. And you feel like somebody should have had your back. I feel like also, whatever the situation is, you probably gave a lot to it. Maybe a little bit of resentment, but not like resentment like you're a salty person, not like that. But there's pain that you're waiting for somebody else to possibly give you an apology or I got you, I got you. Let's go cuss them out. Like something. And it feels like other people are gossiping or talking about this, and that is really and the people that are gossiping and talking about it are not people you want on your side anyway, but you feel like there's a voice in the light there that should be saying, not my girl, no, she would not do that. Can't you see you're listening to whatever? I feel like for some of you, that's a family member. Everything's on hold though. It feels like everything's on hold energetically. But I mean, energetically, it's on hold. Otherwise, it's moving right along. Is there time to process? I feel like if this person gave you an apology, it wouldn't make anything different. Okay. This I love. Okay. You are working. For the, we'll get to that card in a minute, but for the 10 of Swords in reverse, we got another 5 of Cups. I feel like you need to write a pissed off letter that you then burn. There's a new moon tomorrow. Do it before then. For the grieving card, we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Yes, you deserve for things to be easier. Absolutely. Why wasn't that easier? Why, when you gave so much, did it not flow in both ways? Why did it feel like it only ebbed for you and flowed for them? It should not be that much work for nothing. All right, let's, tell me something good here, Tarot. What can we do? What can our lovely, beautiful Pisceans do? I just keep getting that somebody on the side keeps saying, like, you're right, but they're not standing up for you. And I just keep getting that feels like family. Or I don't know. That's probably only for like one person. Okay. Sometimes these readings feel really private and I feel bad. Like I'm supposed to be doing a collective reading. This is supposed to be hitting a bunch of people. And I feel like I'm hitting one person. What do we need to move out of the what do we need to move out of the hangman for Pisces? King of Cups, which is very you, Pisces. I want to pull another deck. The King of Cups is the water sign that has done all of their work on attachment. What comes in when this hangman card goes away? What goes in? I don't think you're attached to this person. And it's not, you're not wrong. You're kind of normally aren't. It's just that we can't get people to act in the 3D fully embodying and ethically navigating what that 5D energy is. And you can really tap into that 5D. You're nebulous, you're Pisces. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's like that old saying about like waiting for an apology or holding anger on any level, even if you're like, no, I'm not angry. There's something here, because it's not just about, I don't think it's just about this person. It's a pattern of things that happen to you, and it's not cool and it's not okay. Right. But it's like pouring poison for someone else and then drinking it. I'm probably screwing up that whole thing, but I think you know what I'm talking about. What can come in once this hangman is moved? Absolute transformation. Scorpio's card just came in. And in the upright. It's funny because it's like you're trampling over. Ding dong, the witch is dead. It's however they're living in your head. And I think you do. I think there are moments where you're like, I can wish them well. They've got enough of their own problems having to be them. But yeah, and 8 of Cups. All right, what comes after? Okay, so we have transformation, walking towards something new, walking away from what no longer serves you. There is a full moon in Leo coming up. I feel like you're going to feel the shift. I think at the end of this month, there's a full moon in Leo. I think you're going to feel the shift by then. I really, really do. High Priestess. That's just you back to yourself. What else? I don't love a ton of cards. 6 of Swords. Saturn's running through your sign. Also, the collective MC and Neptune were conjunct at 25 degrees. They are currently. And you have the sextile to Jupiter and Uranus right now. So it can feel a little shift, good, bad, good. It can feel, I said the same thing for Scorpio. But there has been a lot of things that have not been fair to you. This is all to move towards something easier. let's get, I guess we'll look at that in the extended. If you're interested in extendeds, those are for members. If people aren't interested in any other part of memberships and you want me to start making the extended, like you can get one extended if you're interested, but not, you know, membership, you get all 12 extendeds. But if you are only interested in just getting one and you just don't want to do membership, let me know in a comment. I don't feel like people want to like do the individual extended for whatever, but you'll let me know. Okay. The weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. I say this to Pisces all the time. I feel like I don't want to say it because I feel you're probably like, shut up, Susie. We've heard you say this a million times. I do have boundaries. I don't know what you're talking about. This is all about what you allow will continue. This is something you gave a lot to. And it brings me back, and this is always my problem. The boss will love me and it'll make immediately the other girls like sus of me. And I kept thinking, if I don't act too big for my britches because my education was good, or like my skill set was good, if I'm really humble, if I sweep enough hair, if I'm really kind, they'll let me in. No, all it did was invite them. I was genuinely being me. None of that was fake. Didn't. I had to change my environment. Those were not my people. But I just remember thinking, if I'm nice enough, if I give enough, if I was trying to make myself more palatable. And I want you standing in your power, Pisces, to know that you never have to make yourself more palatable for other people. You're enough. All of this transformation is just about boundaries and not thinking you have to sweeten the pot and then just to feel later like it was all flow for them and ebb for me. The weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. If you carry this, it's the hangman. It's the 10 of, process it, feel it, be mad, write an angry letter, burn it. I think this is all going to move by that Leo full moon. I really do. Pisces, I love you. Now you love you. Yeah. I'll see you soon.